This video is brought to you by Moshi, purveyor of electronics fashion and maker of the new Claris premium dual driver earphones. Visit moshiaudio.com to learn more. Hey, I'm Andrew Dash with Audioholics. So I hear that your wife wanted to install a real 5.1 system in her living room. All right, wait, let me try that again. Hey, I hear that you can't hang those surround speakers in your apartment ceiling because the landlord won't. All right, let me try that again. No, actually, really, whatever the reason that you can't do the actual 5.1 system, the point is, soundbars, well, they're a viable alternative for those who try as you might, just cannot seem to pull off that discrete speaker system of your dreams. Well, we were kind of excited about this soundbar because it's from Harman Kardon. And listen, those guys know their speakers. And it didn't mean that this one, the Harman Kardon SB16 Active Speaker Soundbar, would necessarily sound great. However, it did give it a fighting chance. Now, like most higher-end soundbars, this one does include a wireless subwoofer, and you know what? They really all should. But instead of a flimsy afterthought subwoofer, Harman put in a 10-inch driver and gave it some room to breathe. The box of this sub has a 13.5-inch surface area, sits around 19 inches tall, has an imposing look about it, but it's also beautiful. Piano gloss black finish, shrouded screen that surrounds the elevated cavity where the down-firing driver sits. Rear port enables a little more output from the 100-watt amplifier, and it looks like something that enhances the decor of a room rather than detracts from it. Now, I know, we're reviewing a soundbar, and I've spent all the time on the sub so far, but listen, let's just get this thing out of the way. Since it's wireless, Harman Kardon didn't need any additional inputs on the back, and they didn't add any either. This saved production costs, and the SB16 is meant to be a system anyway. Now, there's not even a sub output on the soundbar itself. At a retail price of just under $600, I think this was a smart move. Now, on the back of the sub, what you do have is a volume control and a crossover control that lacks any real precision markings. It's kind of like a turn it until it sounds right sort of feature. Now, we thought straight up was pretty close for our tastes. The SB16 sub also comes with a phase switch and a 4-position wireless code switch in the event that you decide to use multiple SB16 systems throughout your home. Personally, I put one in my bathroom as well as the living room, and the reason for that is nothing of your concern. Now, going back to the soundbar, the idea is that you connect it to the output of your TV. Now, with a system like this, the thought is that your TV will function as your entertainment hub. It will also function as your volume control. Now, that's important to know because the SB16 doesn't come with a remote. Once you set the volume on the soundbar, the source component determines the volume level. Now, you can program the soundbar to work with your existing remote, but beware that that's going to mean that when you control your volume of your TV with that remote, you're actually going to be controlling 2 devices simultaneously. That can get kind of awkward. Onboard controls are also simplified. There's a surround effects button, volume controls, power, and source buttons. And that's it. Now on the back, you've got analog inputs and both coax and optical digital inputs, each of which can be selected discreetly by the source button. Big whoop-de-doo. I know that's what you're saying, or maybe you're saying something else, but the point is you're asking yourself, how did it sound? Fair enough. It sounded pretty dang snappy. Now, to get specific, I'd say that the SB16 did a great job of producing a truly wide soundstage. It sounded like 2 decent speakers that had some space between them. Not like a soundbar that had to contend with a pair of 3-inch speakers and 3/4-inch dome tweeters in close proximity. And, top it all off, don't worry, hold on, it played ridiculously loud. Now, it's truly frightening how loud this speaker will play without distorting. We hit 102 dB from the soundbar from 3 feet away, and that was without turning the subwoofer beyond where it sounded natural. And even at that volume, it still sounded good. Now, if it's not yet clear, I love this soundbar. It's not the fanciest. It doesn't come with a remote, or a front panel display, or AirPlay, or a USB input, or Bluetooth support, or a power cable. I'm kidding, it does come with power, but the point is it doesn't need all that. It sounds awesome. And this is Audioholics, so that rates big time. Listen, if you want a great sounding soundbar and sound quality is the most important thing for you, we have yet to hear one that sounds better at this price. It surprised us, it really did. And again, maybe it shouldn't have. Listen, this week's question is soundbars. Love them or hate them? Let us know by leaving us a comment on our video, and while you're there, subscribe to our channel. Kind of like giving us a tip, except it doesn't cost you anything. Now, for more reviews, like us at facebook.com/Audioholics, and if you want to know our thoughts right as they're happening, then you can follow us on Twitter at Audioholics Live. You know, that's really creepy. I didn't know that Twitter could actually follow your exact thoughts while they're happening. That's really weird. Oh, it didn't tweet that, did it? Crap, no. How do I unplug it?